It's Bina, and today, Last Epoch just released a statement on the expansion, paradox classes, and roadmap. I've read like the first two paragraphs and I wasn't recording, so I didn't have the screen up on the screen. So let's go right into it and see my first impression. And we're gonna be, I'm gonna be reading it to you guys, and then we can talk about it a little bit. Travelers. So it's by Moxjet, which is Judd, which is the game director of Last Epoch. Travelers, today we are releasing our updated roadmap leading to the launch of Last Epoch Orbis, and along with answers to several of the biggest questions the community has been asking. So Last Epoch Orbis is the PlayStation expansion that they've been revealing, that they have revealed in the past, and so we were asking ourselves if it was going to be free or not. The one we've heard the most is simple: will the Last Epoch Orbis expansion be free for existing player? The answer is yes. And like, I am blown away by this, because I think they have said that they were not profitable in the past for any of the patches that they've done post-release. So no profit whatsoever. And now they won't charge for the expansion for existing players. That surprises me like way too much. Anyone on PC who owns Last Epoch before the launch of the Orbis expansion will receive the expansion as a free update. New players and PlayStation 5 players will be purchasing Last Epoch, all of its seasonal content, and the Orbis expansion as one updated purchase. Alongside the free expansion content, I'm excited to announce that we're introducing something genuinely new to Last Epoch: a fully alternate playable class built on systems that work differently from anything else in the game. We're calling this new category Paradox Classes, and the first one will debut alongside the upcoming expansion as a paid DLC for players who want to explore new playstyles. These classes will let us experiment in new and innovative ways, and we'll have plenty to share as we get closer to release. Okay, so that is new. I had no idea that Paradox classes were coming to Last Epoch. Those will be paid. What do I think about this? So there's one thing, is that, like I've said earlier, Last Epoch has not been profitable in the past. They made some profits on 1.0 launch, I guess, and then none of the patches have been profitable post that. They need to make some money somehow. So all of the content in the game being free, but then having paid classes as DLC. I mean, I definitely will buy these classes. I wonder what the price will be. You know, there is one thing. ARPGs in general all have some sort of way of making money. Diablo has expansions regularly, or it seems that they will be pretty regular. Path of Exile has stash tabs, which with every league they release like pretty much a new mechanic, which is also tied to a stash tab. So the next season they will release another stash tab, so like it gets people buying and buying, alongside microtransactions for MTX in both Diablo and Path of Exile, which are the two main other ARPGs apart from Last Epoch, I'd say. And then Last Epoch has like barely any MTX. They just started to release some paid MTX for skills and whatnot, but they've been doing like somewhat of a poor job of like targeting the good skills in the game. You know, Serpent Strike, nobody wants to play with Serpent Strike, and the only people who will play with that are going to be the ones that play with Swarmblade, and then the MTX is not even available with Swarmblade when you're using Serpent Strike. So like, they need better and more MTX. That is LE. Now, having classes as expansions, I don't really mind that being the way that LE goes for making profit, and alongside the MTX, because you have like pretty much infinite stash tabs, like 200 is the maximum, but you don't really get to 200. The expansion will be free, so they're not going the Diablo route. I don't really have a problem with having classes as paid DLC, but I mean, my mind could change on this. But we are committing to supporting Last Epoch for years with new stories, systems, itemization updates, ways to play, onboarding improvements, seasonal mechanics, and more. There's never been a better time to step into the world of Eterra. before the expansion arrives, we have 2 more seasons planned. Season 4 is slated for early 2026, as I thought, so I think it's going to come in January. And we'll introduce a new seasonal mechanic along with several highly requested updates. We'll start sharing teasers and a firm release date soon. Keep an eye on the streams and social channels. We'll also have more to reveal about Season 5 as we move later into 2026. Together, these 2 seasons lead directly into the launch of Last Epoch Orbis, as outlined into the roadmap below. Okay, so two new ones, and then Orbis. We're always committed to the community support. Future patches will include quality of life improvements and continue to feature fixes based on your feedback. All right. While we want to shorten the time between seasonal releases, it matters more that each season is strong enough to be worthy of inviting our players back to play. Right now, we are upgrading internal tools, hiring and onboarding many new team members, and preparing for the game on PlayStation 5 while building this seasonal content. Trying to speed up during this period would only sacrifice quality. We will work towards faster seasonal releases when the studio can support it in a healthy way as the team grows. So, this is kind of a disappointment. Because post 1.2, 1.2 took like what? Like, I think it was like 9 months to actually release 1.2. Then we got 1.3 in a timely manner afterwards, which they always keep saying we are trying our best to like make more frequent updates and better seasonal content. This is, you know, they are hiring, onboarding. I think every company is hiring and onboarding. I think that's just like this kind of disappoints me in a major way, because there's such a long time in between seasons that all the hype has a time to go down, and then the marketing that they are doing for most of these seasons, except for season 2. Season 2 was amazing for marketing, and it showed with the numbers, that the number of players that they had. They had a lot of players. It brought in Uber Aberoth. It had a lot of content, and then 1.3 was pretty disappointing in terms of like the amount of content that there was in it. And then 1.4, Mike said that it's going to be pretty much the same amount that we have, similar to 1.3. So is it going to be also disappointing in the scope of the patch? We'll have to see. But this is quite, you know, they're basically saying we're going to take like at least like 6 months in between seasons, which is kind of sad. But this is one part that I am personally disappointed into. Let me know in the comments below what you think about you know, all of this. But yeah, also there has been a lot of discussion about Crafton's recent comments about being AI first and what that might mean for EHG. If you haven't taken a look on Reddit, the Last Epoch Reddit, I invite you to go there if you want to read some pretty funny stuff. I think it's over exaggerated, the reaction people are having with AI first and all that stuff, because I think EHG will always stay EHG. Crafton owns EHG, but Crafton doesn't. They're basically just the owners. It's like saying Tencent is directing Path of Exile. No, Tencent is Tencent. They own GGG, but then you have Crafton owning EHG, but EHG is still EHG, doing their own thing, right? To be clear, our development approach is not changing. Hey, as I thought, we remain focused on building Last Epoch the same way we always have. That's something that I'm worried about, but with the same hands-on design philosophy. To support this, we are hiring across several disciplines. If you have experience that fits and real understanding of the ARPG genre, we encourage you to apply here. I think they need, you know what they need? They need consultants. I think they need consultants on with actual experts of Last Epoch, because I feel like the knowledge, like there's a little bit of a disconnect between the devs and what the game actually is, like what they want the game to be, and what the game is two different things, I think. But yeah, the team is focused on upcoming seasons, the expansion, and getting Last Epoch ready for multiple platforms as we continue to grow and upgrade our studio. We appreciate your support and look forward to bringing you more great Last Epoch content soon. Judd Kubler, Game Director, Last Epoch. So yeah, the first comment here is avoid P1 and 2. So that is really something big. They need to up their marketing, and they need to make it so that their season fits in between even Diablo, in between PoE and Diablo, basically. They need at least 1 month for people to play their game after, and it needs to be 1 month after also any other season from another ARPG. So I don't know how they can do this. That is most likely why they are also making it so that we were only getting season 4 on early 2026, because everything else is coming out in December. So I think January, like mid-January, would be like a good spot for this. I'm not gonna lie, I am worried about the future of Last Epoch because of how we've seen seasons go, like with very, very slow development. I just don't want the hype to die down. I think they need way, way, way better marketing. They need to invest in marketing. This is pretty much a no-brainer. The marketing has been really bad except for season 2. So it needs to step up their game. And then the AI first thing is just a meme, basically. Like Crafted might be going AI first, but like EHG is not. So like, you know, if you want to have a laugh, go on Reddit. But yeah, that's pretty much what they are saying here. So we don't know exactly when this is gonna come. Like I thought that the roadmap would give us more dates. But yeah, season 4 and 5 content update subject to change. Why is it subject to change? Because they did. Why do they need a subject? Anyways, you know, I'm still, at the end of the day, I am still going to play Last Epoch. I am really looking forward to the skill sigil system, which I hope is still coming. They haven't talked about anything about a skill sigil system here. I wonder if the skill sigil system is not just changed into a paid Paradox class. They just changed the name or something. But yeah. Still looking forward to season 4. Every start of a season is always fun for me. And you know, we only have so many ARPGs. The more we have, the more variety we have, the more fun we can have, because only blasting one single game forever is not the most fun, you know, like having a little bit of diversity is always nice. So I really wish the best to EHG. I wish that they get their shit together and that they manage to impress the player base and bring in new players, and also impress not only the new players but also the veterans of the game with like some insane balance changes, some insane mechanics, some upgrades to the Weaver tree, some, you know, like so many different things that could be done. They have a really good system in place right now. I think if they make like a one big patch that expands upon all the systems currently in the game and make us have more choices, a little bit like PoE but in the Last Epoch style, that would be amazing already. Like that would add a lot of replayability, and like, you know, being able to tailor your own difficulty of the game to your playstyle, to how difficult you want it to be, and having some places where you can make mistakes, right? Maybe you make the game too difficult and you need to, you know, tune it down a little bit, but that is on a player basis. Anyways, that is going to be covering the Last Epoch Season 4 announcements, which is going to be coming early 2026. And I hope to see you guys on Season 4 launch. So hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you guys all in the next